Alright, so we're going to turn this crawl space into a storm shelter because it is a very safe area if we have time to get in there, but we do need to make some preparations. So first thing I'm going to do is clean out this area. It has about a year, well, since last summer probably, haven't been in here. That's either interesting dust or a little dead mouse or something down there. Anyways, I'm going to clean this out, and then what I'm going to do is build a header there. I'm going to come out like 1.5 inches with a big slab of wood, and I'm going to mount hinges to this, so that'll be the first step. And then I'm going to start looking for attachment points. I'm going to have to do some masonry, get some masonry screws, and then the rest we can attach to the inside of this, and that way we can lift it up this way, and it'll also be a safety mechanism as it stays up to block people from coming outside if someone is in there for some reason. So do dual purpose, having it stay open, and I'll get some sort of locking thing maybe on the top as it goes up. And then I have some strong magnets if it won't stay closed, if the struts are just a little too strong. I have some rare earth magnets I can countersink into the wood and then use construction adhesive to attach them to the concrete. So I'm going to start by looking at this area and make sure there's some studs under there that I can attach a header to. But I need to clean this thing first. Here it is. So as you can see, this is a pretty good space. That is probably from the bottom of the joist to the gravel close to 4 feet. So this is where we would stay, right in here. So we have that foundation. That's where we have this large here, I can just show you. See that? It's under that structure there. That's we have for storage. We have that. All this, of course, this is cinder wall here. A lot of braces, trusses. So I think this is where we're going to plant ourselves in an emergency, tornado-wise. So this did have plastic, but it was disintegrated. It was probably put in the 90s, but it's super dry. Very happy about that. It's one second reason we got this place. Next thing is I have to, so there's a wood footer here. I'm going to create a wood footer here, and I'll show you when I get out of here. So basically I'm going to have a place to bring this step device out, and so that the thing will, when it opens, it'll be just like this, a little bit away from the door, but it'll stay open on hinges. So I think this is how we're going to mount the struts. I'm going to get some masonry screws and mount a 2x4 against the inside there, and then build up a couple 2x4s here. We got a ton of little pieces we can use. For today, I'm done. I'm going to rip another 2x4, but we'll have to go to the hardware store and get another one. We'll bring that up so that I have a nice surface to mount the piano hinge onto. So if I need to, I can take that sill off too and just put a whole new 2x4 there, which might even be better. I think I'll pry that little beauty piece there off. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll rip it and get a 2x4 up there and then leave a little strip of that oak. So basically, I got a piece of scrap wood that somebody gave me from their old bed. It has a similar oak finish to the door and sill, so it worked out perfectly. So thank you. So now I can, it's hinged open. I can pry it open really easy with the piece of oak. It's very strong, that won't bend like a piece of 2x1, 1x2 or something. So for now, I'll use that while I'm figuring out how to put the struts in so that it comes up automatically and stays up. All right, so here's the finished product. Just wanted to give you a little more detail. So that piece of wood there with the oak veneer on it, that was the bed siding. That is actually about a foot wide, so it came up perfectly to the sill on the door. So I mounted the little transition strip right to it, and it looks like it was built in. So these are 3 heavy-duty hinges. These are pretty much for like gates. I wanted to make sure this was strong so it would stay on even in a storm, something happened, as much as possible. I have 2 what they're calling RV pull handles, and these are handles you would just install somewhere you'd want to hold on to get up into a step or something like that. I have one on the outside to lift it up, and inside we'll probably attach some piece of rope to it so we can pull it down. You can see it, get it up about there, and it's neutral, and then a little more, and it'll go up by itself. So mounted the struts down there, masonry bolts, 5/16 inch, excuse me, and they're about 3 inches long. Mounted the struts to that, and then brought these a little bit beyond flush up here, and that seems to be holding it up. This pair holds 100 pounds, and this thing, I don't know, weighs maybe half that. So 2 times the strength, and all this is just for ease and safety. And then we put our plastic down in there and our outdoor rug, and we got a nice 5x10 clean and safe area to hunker down in a severe storm. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, we have a little bit more peace of mind. So all this came out to about 111 bucks, and we had scrap wood available. The door, little hatch was there for the crawl space to begin with, so you would add that material if you needed to do something like this. Otherwise, pretty inexpensive, but very useful. All right, well, God bless you guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for some more DIY and other things that I can get my hands on, and I will see you on the next one.